Hey everybody, it's Billy at Bakersfield Tough. You know, I posted that story about the Sacramento River, and it's no surprise that there's high levels of E. coli or fecal matter in that river. You got a lot of people living around it, and you got, you know, people walking their dogs and they go to the bathroom around it. So you're going to have high levels of E. coli, right? And I would imagine that Bakersfield probably has the same thing if they sent a test crew out there to start doing it, because we have quite a bit of people living along the river as well. So that's that. Now, we talk about the homeless, man. You know, the thing is, it's so in our face, and it's going to be impossible to handle without starting to do things that don't make us feel good. And I know people don't like that. And, you know, first off too, you know, you have to differentiate the two people that are homeless, right? You have some people that are just like, screw this, man. I ain't going to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to answer to people. I don't want to listen to people's shit. I just want to be able to get by. I don't care. Live free. I'm not going to work for anybody. I'm just going to live off the whatever's around me, right? That's that kind of person. Then you have another one that's a mental problem, right? Where they don't have the mental capacity to make decisions, whether it's drug related, like they did drugs in the past, or they're just mentally not there. They are basically just walking around eating food just to live, and their mind does not make right decisions, right? So there's really, you know, in my opinion, two answers to this, all right? And they're not popular. In fact, I imagine a lot of you people won't like what I have to say. One is, for the people that are mentally messed up, you almost have to round them up and institutionalize them, like we used to do back in the day. And whether it's involuntary, it doesn't matter. If you're deemed to be mentally not stable, you're put into a mental, I mean, it sounds mean, but you are. First off, they're not safe in the community around people, because if they're not making the right decisions, who knows what they may do. But, and these are the people I think that you're seeing defecating in the streets. These are the people that are just like blatantly like, what? When you look at them, I mean, it's hard to make sense because they don't think like we do. So those people need to be rounded up. And I know it's going to suck, because how do you pay for that? Well, unfortunately, taxpayers pay for it. But the other option is just let them walk around and shit in the streets. It's up to you. So that's the first one, mandatory institutionalizing of those people. Now, the other people, right, that are just kind of like, I don't want to work, screw this, they need to be rounded up. And I said this before, you may have seen me say it, that there needs to be a city created, right, out by California City, halfway out to Vegas, man. You know all that land you look at and you go, man, it's barren out here. And basically you have a team that goes through, scoops these people up, asks if they have residence. If they don't, they're just walking around, or if they don't have any means to actually get back into a residence. You know, there are some people that are homeless, unfortunate, that really are in hard times. Like they have families and stuff. And those people should be at the shelters, right? But I'm talking about the people that are living under the underpasses, right? Or the people that are just like, you know, those people. We need to have somewhere outside these cities or outside the populations where they have their own homeless communities, and you know, where they're not doing crime. It's harder for them to do crime. It's harder for them to, you know, occupy parks and playgrounds, right? So it's almost like a slab city. Maybe it's taxpayer funded in some way, where there's some food places out there where they can get food or whatever it is, you know. But, and I know and people say, well, there's a lot of complications that you're going to have crime out there. Well, crime here or there, you tell me, man. And I know it's, you know, I'm not even going to say these words because I know that people get upset with this. You know, when we have animals walking around stray, right? What do? Well, they euthanize them. And I hate that, because I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do. I'm not saying we should euthanize people, but you don't just let them walk around and just continue to be, you know, just wander the streets and do whatever they please, whether it's crime or defecating or whatever. You have to have a solution. And it's not going to happen, especially in California, as long as we are afraid of hurting people's feelings, or this isn't politically correct. At some point, there's going to be enough defecation on the streets. There's going to be enough crime where someone is going to have to do something about it, man. And you saw this, man, they had that meeting over there, man. And I'm telling you, the officials, they don't even know what to do. I mean, yeah, you can fund the homeless shelter a little bit more, but that doesn't solve the problem. And I will say this too, man, this is unpopular. Overpopulation. How many of those people out there that are walking around had parents that had no right having kids? And you know what I mean? And I hate to say that because I know there's some probably good parents out there that ended up having kids that are homeless. And I know that happens. And I know, you know, you get into drugs and who knows where it goes from there. But there's also a lot of those people, you know, people have kids now that have no right having kids, man. And it all happens in, like, you know, poverty-stricken communities, dude. It's horrible. And they have no chance in this world. I hate to say that because, or at least they do have a chance, but they're going to have to work super hard because they have no support. Anyway, that's it. I know people are going to say, Billy, you're heartless. You are not thinking of other people when you say that, but that's how I feel about it, man. You're going to have to do something that isn't nice to clean up the homeless problem. Anyway, all right, that's my take. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. You can write it in the comment box and let me know. All right, this is Billy at Bakersfield Tough.